Hello, xenomorphing tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Xenonauts X Division mod with me, BlueAnkylo. You know, hey, it's a new stream, it's a new day. I've hopefully recovered from the last brutal couple terror missions. We've just done a little bit of base management, getting things set up for today. Trying to figure out how many rockets and stuff we need and all that. Send some antimatter back to the original bases. I'm tempted to use one of our mother cores to build one of these Archelons. I don't think they're going to be great, but I mean, I'd like to have one. And, you know, some of the other special weapons, special aircraft did surprise me. So maybe this guy will surprise me. I think it's really more of a Lotus upgrade, and it's not a... I mean, we'll see. Anyway, maybe we'll build one of those. I'd like to keep one mothership data core in reserve at least, and... you know, we could use the extras or disassemble the extras. Other than that, we need to research. So we caught 3 of the new Terror Xenomorphs, and that's great. We also have this gigantic shield. Let's learn about this gigantic shield first. We'll still split up our researchers, but, you know, this guy can have, like, almost 60. And then the Rogue was the smaller one. And Stalker was the Warrior, and Ravager was the Praetorian. Don't worry, Dracula will stop talking soon. Alright, there we go. Starter set of research. Alright, let's get going. Well, that didn't take very long. They do build rockets and grenades, stun rockets and stun grenades really fast. Okay, so I was just thinking I was going to send some of the spares rockets and grenades to B Team. Oh, by the way, future tubers, we cleaned up our inventory. I sold all the old stuff. So this list is much, much shorter now. It's a lot easier to find stuff, which is quite nice. So B Team is going to get, let's give them like 6. They've got a few on their soldiers right now. And then C Team is going to get a little bit more because they've really got nothing. We'll give them like... I should just give them 10. Alright, and then I guess I could have done the grenades at the same time. C Team is also really low on stun grenades. So we don't have as many spare here, so I'll just give them 4. And I'll give B Team maybe 4 as well. I don't know. There's not a whole lot to go around because I haven't been building all that many. Tell you what, you can have 3. We'll split them with the 18. Alright, just for future missions. Yes, and sadly, all the Reapers and their toxin glands, and the toxic weapons, and their chemical cores, they might not turn out to be very useful in this mod, which is kind of weird. As Thorinum has pointed out, it might not be worth trying to capture Reapers at all. But we'll learn about that shortly, future tubers, don't you worry. Alien Huge Shield. It's gigantic. Let's learn how to make a frontal force shield. Wow, that sounds pretty awesome. It's better than our Titan shield with, you know, actually science. It's similar, it's going to be related to that Warder armor, or the Guardian armor that has like a force shield on it, except it's actually a shield. Yeah, it's possible the modders just never got around to it, that's fair. But it does seem kind of dumb to give you the option to build up those resources and then have literally... like, that's... I'm worried now that the Kalium is going to do the same thing. Like, all this extra Kalium antimatter stuff is going to end up being nothing. And you still need the same old antimatter cores to build Mark IV weapons. I'm kind of worried about that. So, the new Xenomorphs get fancy pictures. So this is the upgrade to the rogue, or to the drone. Apparently looks identical, but is faster, stronger, and better. It's a terror drone. So that's great. Super. The good news is if we capture any more, they do give us fangs, which you normally don't get on a drone. And fangs are nice for making all our cool swords and stuff. Plus, more damage to xenomorphs doesn't hurt. Might as well interrogate that wraith we caught. Now, I don't think we captured any spares of these. It was really just, we captured one of 3 types, and that was very lucky as it was. Elite Autopsy, Sizen, this should be Terror Elite. This is a typo. Sizen Terror Elite Autopsy. Whatever, it's fine. There's nothing special about them. At least they got it right over here. And that might be all there is to disassemble. Surely we killed more terror elites. What happened to them all? Maybe we just end up blowing them all. We did blow up a lot of these guys with grenades, to be totally fair. We probably missed out on a lot of antimatter cores because of grenading all of these guys with the singularity grenades. Speaking of which, how many singularity grenades do we have laying around? Maybe I should build some more. 1. Yeah, we should build a few more. They, you know, they're pretty good in a pinch. I gotta say, these things definitely helped. So we'll build, a good stock of normal ones. I mean, I'm running awfully low on resources. We'll build 10 more normal ones and 10 more big ones, or we'll say 11, whatever. And probably need to build some more shock charges too, actually. I forgot, I used a bunch of them, yeah. Shock charges have been pretty effective at dealing stun damage, so might as well have them, wherever it is. We'll build like 5 more, because I do use these pretty regularly. Stalkers! Okay, well, it's another warrior, but stronger, faster, more resilience. The great news here, for me anyway, is that we do more damage, which means, at least in theory, taking down that Empress and capturing her will be a little bit easier if everything does a little bit more damage. Plus 2 fangs, not bad. Similarly to the drone, I doubt we had any backups of those. Singularity grenades. Upgrades. Oh, by the way, frontal force shields. Oh, you know what? I may have messed something up. I did every alinium I had. So, this might be interesting. We finally got that captured Praetor to give us the technical details we need to design our own portable force shield, and it's about time. I've been waiting for this since we first ran into the force shields on the battlefield. Now we're going to be able to use them to frustrate the aliens just as badly as they frustrated us. Also, hey there, Tim. The technology itself is rather complicated, Commander, so feel free to stop me if I'm going too fast for you. To start with, creating a force field requires an enormous amount of energy, and that was simply impossible to think about merely months ago. However, since we've been introduced not only to the alenium reactor, but also the process through which we can actually enrich alenium, power is no longer an issue. Even with the miniaturized reactor we've placed within the frontal force shield, our next obstacle was the projection of the field itself, and its maintenance and reinforcement as it reacts to the environment. This is where the alien electronics came in handy, as their superconducting properties allow us to maximize the transfer of power without having to worry about electrical resistances and heating. It's where to send the power that was the biggest hurdle. However, force shields are notoriously unstable, and repairing the micro tears that occur during every second of operation require a speed of reaction that no human can match. There is one thing that could keep up, however, an artificial intelligence. And how fortunate for us that we were able to piece one back together out of the Andron Rex we've been hauling in from the field. With a little persuasion, we've been able to get the AI to run the power controller, and it intelligibly reroutes power to where it's needed as the shield takes fire, or touches the ground, or whatever. So long as the force shield matrix remains stable, the shield is capable of enduring an enormous amount of punishment, and should finally allow our shield bearer soldiers some semblance of positive morale. Finally. Finally, but not quite finally. Because, before we can actually equip them, we've got to allocate some resources to them. And we need a bunch of alenium. 70 to be exact. Let's hold off on this stuff for a second here. As much as I want all this stuff, let's see if we can gather up some alenium here. So B team's got 27. C team's got 42. Okay. We've got enough for now. I was a little bit concerned that we might be running out here with another big expense, but C team, I know we sent this alenium to you recently, but turns out we actually need it back in A team. You can hold on to like 10 of them. And B team, actually, for now, you're going to send some back as well. A team is going to kind of go on the grenade building line for now. And we'll just send the grenades where they're needed. Hopefully we learn how to disassemble an anti-grav generator and get a whole bunch of alloys and alenium out of that. Or a singularity core. Alright, so we'll just wait for those to get back. We interrogated the Wraith Terror Elite. Learned some more about ancient weapon tech if we needed it. But we didn't. Oops. Just split up our research a little better. Alright, here goes. Force shields, go! And then, of course, the Xenomorph Ravager. So this was the hardest one to capture we've probably ever captured. The Xenomorph Ravager is a walking biological tank. It looks essentially the same as a Praetorian, but has enormous resilience and extremely tough armor. It might be possible to inflict some energy damage on it, while trying to use kinetic damage is likely to have all the soldiers ripped to shreds during the time it would take to wear down the armor, let alone actually get any damage through. Chemical is completely out of the question, so the best alternative is incendiary, and lots. Analysis of the Ravager allows us to identify some weaknesses. And 3 fangs if we catch another one. Ha ha ha! As if I'm going to try to catch another one of those. But we have unlocked advanced xenomorph DNA. So I was thinking we might need to catch the Empress for this, but we did not. All we need was the other 3. Lucky us. Force shield has been produced. But that's still not enough. One more layer of research is required. I guess I assigned them all. Once the once the Wraith Terror Elite is vivisected, we'll just reassign them. Alright, there we go. Another vivisection out of the way. Stupid Wraiths. 128 light and dense fibers from these guys. Pretty valuable if you want to capture them for those resources. Let's get this shield out there. So we did not capture any backup Wraiths or Sizen. We just destroyed all the corpses. Burned them all. So we should have a pretty good stock of the big grenades now. Some of the stun grenades. Reasonable backup of stun rockets. And stun charges. So, okay. Let's have a look at this shield. That's what I really want. The frontal force shield. Same as last time, I believe. Nothing new on this screen when we finally build it. And not much more to research for now. So let's have a look at our fancy new shield tech. Alright, so the current shields are 600 health and 22 kilograms, which makes carrying stuff a real pain in my neck. The new shields are bluer and badder and only 200 more HP, still barely half of the alien huge shield. So picking up the alien huge shield is still a lot better, which is kind of dumb, but it is what it is. And only 12 kilograms. So it saves us 10 kilograms and it gives us 200 more HP. That's a great upgrade, no doubt about it. I have been having a hard time balancing the weight of my shield guys for a long time, the carrying capacity. So finally a lighter shield definitely helps me out. That's an extra 10 kilograms of capacity. And although I still think the Terror soldiers have better shields, and we could steal them if we need to, this is still much better all-rounder. So, good. We'll upgrade the next mission with those shields. And then advanced Xenomorph DNA. While the Xenomorph DNA analysis gave us the broad picture of the DNA of these creatures, we lacked the time to go into the finer details, as well as a complete picture to verify that all versions were indeed based on the same DNA. While we still don't understand it completely, we don't even understand human DNA completely, we have nevertheless made great strides in understanding proteins encoded for that. We have nevertheless made great strides in understanding proteins encoded for that can be used both as a basis for toxins and as a targets for toxins. Okay. In a surprise turn of events, we stumbled upon some Reaper weaknesses when accidentally accessing their data instead of Xenomorph files. The findings should allow us to be a little bit more effective combating Reapers. Funny, I think both of them were like this. The advanced Reaper DNA gave us Xenomorph damage, and the advanced Xenomorph DNA gave us Reaper damage. Just to be different, eh? We believe we should be able to start to improve our heavy gas technology to combine this research with a similar understanding of Reapers and alien hybrid technology, which we have. So, Tier 4 gas. With our combination of hybrid technology and DNA, we can now make the best gas money can buy. Or will money buy it? Okay, well that didn't take very long. I thought I'd have a little bit more time to yawn. So as the aliens ramp up their chemical warfare, we take efforts, add our own magic to it, and send it back at them. Recovered alien hybrid grenades can be used to produce extreme chemical gas. We've been able to maintain the good yield of the previous chemical gas with a limited potency degradation thanks to integration of compounds and advanced studies of alien DNA. We have had to combine advanced studies into both Reaper and general alien DNA to achieve this. The next step is development of the blueprints. Standard for every tier. So, you know, the ultimate nerve agent. It'll kill you just as quickly as it kills an alien. This stuff is potentially even worse than the alien hybrid grenades at killing us. So, you know, friendly fire and all that. Same thing with the grenades. I'm sure it will be better than the tier 3 grenades, no doubt about it. Here we go, the bright green, the neon green grenade. So, same idea. One hybrid grenade turns into 8, which sucks. I was kind of hoping toxic cores or Reaper glands would be used. They are not. And same thing for the chemical rockets. One grenade makes 8 rockets. So unfortunately, we only get these on terror missions where the aliens don't use them. And that's going to make it very limited in how many we can build. We have, I believe, a couple right now, but not a whole lot. 3. So I'm going to make a bunch of rockets. I'm just going to build 8-pack of rockets. We'll build 16 grenades. I don't know. You know, I don't know. I don't know nothing. B team has 1, so they'll make, you know, we'll have 16 super rockets and 16 super grenades if I need them on a terror mission, if I think it'll help. But we should at least look at their stats. I don't think C team had any. I think I checked earlier. Only Sizen and Civilian Terror missions now will even drop them. So, are these worth the hype? Well, let's have a quick comparison. They're definitely greener. So, on hits, 250 chemical damage for the rocket, which is a lot of chemical damage. The old ones were 190 and ignored 45 armor. Now we're up to 250, ignoring 60 armor. The radius is a little bit bigger. They typically get bigger per rocket. And then the gas damage is 125 after the impact damage. So, we're not quite as high as the gas damage for the stun rocket. Stun gas was 145 stunning chemical damage. The killing chemical damage is only 125. So I don't know. I don't know how that works out in practice. Because it says gas damage chemical 5, stun 141 versus gas damage or gas damage chemical 125, stun 0. I'm not sure how the math really works out with enemy armor, but you know, we might give it a try. The trouble is typically chemical rockets explode the target, so if we do hit things, we probably lose their gear anyway, but we'll try it. And maybe it'll be good. I still think the stun rockets will be better in general for capturing, of course, and not losing equipment, but the other option is the green chemical grenades. So, 125 chem damage, 3.5 radius. It's a bit bigger radius and another 50%, you know, 50% more chem is still pretty good. So it seems like a high damage, but without really knowing the armor stats on your enemies, it's hard to say if this will work. I definitely will try it out, but in recent times, like in Phase 1, the basic chemical grenades at 50 damage killed everything, like really, really well. But then when we got to Phase 2 and 3, the similar tiers didn't work very well on Phase 2 and 3 enemies. So, you know, going from 80 to 125, maybe that's enough to overcome Phase 4 armor, but I'm not really convinced. We'll see. Compared to the stun grenade, though, it does do slightly higher chemical damage. Stun was 116 chemical. Green is 125 chemical damage, so, you know, I guess we'll just have to try it out. Even on Phase 1, chem doesn't always kill. Well, sure, but it was pretty darn effective at the beginning of the game when you didn't have any weapons and you didn't have much else that was good. You were, you know, and you could build them infinitely for free, right? So you could spam them out, and they worked pretty darn well. Everything else, stun-wise, required enemy grenades to rebuild. I don't know. I thought early Phase 1 chemical grenades were really good. And then in Phase 2 and 3, they fell off. Even if they weren't guaranteed one shot, it still worked pretty well. They weren't that useful for Thorinum? I guess it just depends on how you play a little bit. It takes 0 hours to build 16 of these. If only we weren't limited by the materials, we could sure build a lot. Thousands of them. Then I would think, you know, if they weren't so hard to build, I probably would think they were better. The problem I have is really just how rare they are. Like, I can't get very many of them. I'm going to build an Archelon. Is it a good idea? Who knows? But I'm going to build one. So there we go. We built one super ship. Super bomber. I'm pretty sure it will need one anti-missile system, like, guaranteed. And I guess the warp missile seems fine. And we'll just build it a couple singularity torpedoes and it'll be good to go. Assuming I have the resources. But yeah. I don't know. It's going to be difficult to build a lot of them, but maybe I'll make a group of 3 or something and see if that's enough to shoot down a mothership. It probably would just get torn up, but, you know, we can try. So, it looks like we've got another wave of aliens attacking us, huh? Cargo ship. Oh, that does remind me of something. So, I would like to force an extreme cargo ship. These guys I don't really care about. So I'm just going to shoot this wave down, but then because I'm in the middle of research, well, we're kind of in the middle of constructions and stuff. I don't want to start the 26th of April again. But I think the next UFO wave, I'm going to try to get a mission to spawn that I want. So something new with science. So battle cruisers don't really matter much. They're not that hard to shoot down. We're going to try to lure those interceptors over land with our, 56% cyclone will be fine. Torpedo corvette, super easy. Battle cruiser, definitely not the most difficult one. Interceptors are good fuel for the alloy furnaces. And we might as well try to get... Oh, it's got shuttle escorts. Gross. So we don't get any resources from those. We'll send the Cyclones after it, though. And one more Corvette. Easy pickings. Alright, you're waiting for the Interceptors. Let's just auto-resolve some of these to save a little bit of time here, because for now, I just want to get the clock moving a little bit. But, shooting these interceptors down is still a nice way to get some alloys. Battle cruiser should be no big deal for Furies, yeah. Oh. That doesn't seem appropriate. I'm pretty sure Cyclones, 2 Cyclones with particle pulse would take down 3 interceptors with no trouble at all, but that's what I get for auto-resolving it. That's what I get for auto-resolving it. I crashed the game by clicking auto-resolve. Sorry about that, everybody. But that'll do it. I don't think I've ever had that crash it before. We're getting into the late game, so stability tends to be harder on the later you get in these gigantic mods. So something was not happy. So that's a little bit unfortunate. We went back in time a day. Not much. I guess I'll have to rebuild the Archelon. Is that all that I missed out on? Did I build my grenades? Looks like I've already built my my cool grenades and rockets. So all we really missed out on was the Archelon, I think. Yeah, we've got those. We got those. All right. Well, that's fine. Not a huge loss, just a kind of an annoying thing. Sorry about that, of course, but we can force a we can try to force a different air spawn after all if we want. I guess we could. Two Singularity torpedoes go. Get the Archelon geared up. Alright, well I better put a real save in then if I'm going to try that. LP mission scum. If the game is going to crash on me, I mean fair is fair game. I'm not save scumming. You're save scumming. Well, that didn't take very long. So we've actually got more stuff built in the same time. Like the alien attack didn't come as quick. So now we're done constructing, which means I put a save here just so I don't have to re-equip everything. Alright, in theory, we'll get a different attack this time. So battle carrier. Battle carrier. So nothing was interesting. We got no cargo ship, just corvettes, battle carriers. So basically, we haven't seen, we only saw it once, was the extreme landing ship. I talked about it before. And we also haven't seen a Dreadnought yet, which they exist. Trust me. Battle carrier, interceptors, Dreadnought. Oh look, it's a Dreadnought. Now, this is of course the one Dreadnought that I don't really care about because there's no operator. We just got this far into Phase 4 and never even saw one. I'm going to not accept an Andron Dreadnought, though. I want that's going to get us a new data core, sure. But I want to get the operator off of it. And in fact, what was it? The Civilian one specifically? No, the Sizen one specifically has a data hack. So I might just wait till I get something that gives me something useful here. I would really like to get the data hacks going relatively soon. Torpedo Corvette. There's your Sizen Dreadnought. See, it didn't take that long. I don't know how rare they are, but now we've got something that we can look forward to this, right? And it's not going to be easy. You know, it's still a pretty big mission. Shouldn't be terror troops, just a Sizen operator on a Dreadnought. That's what I want. So that's good. Also, we get to see if we can shoot one down. Alright, so easy stuff first. I will have to do this one manually, as we've learned. And Torpedo Corvette should be easy enough. One Singularity Torpedo kills them. Battle Cruisers are easy to shoot down as well. We could send the Archelon. It's almost geared up. Let's send the Archelon. Why not? Battle Carrier requires... Lotuses can do it, but we have to clear the Interceptors first. And then the Dreadnought. Well, Cyclones are our top tier fighters for now. And we need to kill a couple Interceptors and then try to shoot it down. Alright, here we go. Okay, we're going to manually do these. Okay, it didn't crash. I was a little bit concerned there. But last time we learned that, for whatever reason, the game gives you pretty bad odds with double Cyclone against Interceptor Wave, which is interesting because even with my, I would say, low-tier air game, my low-quality air game, I find these battles really easy. Like, Cyclones with Particle Pulse, really good. Just not great for the auto-resolve calculation, I guess. I guess with lower HP, maybe? Could be because we had slightly lower HP, but we weren't that low. We were over 50%. But yeah, who knows how the auto-resolve calculator works. Ah, we missed one. Not sure if one Lotus can shoot it down, but let's see. Apparently there's Interceptors everywhere. Well, I will happily take the free alloys. Better manually resolve this, though. Group up a little bit, and then turn immediately. Remember that this time we're flying with Corsairs, the older and less effective Interceptor. This might be a little bit dangerous. I got kind of a bad starting engage. Not a great start, but we can hopefully make up for it. Yeah, it worked okay. Number 3 is probably getting shot down here. Yeah, well, this is outclassed. Oh boy. This looks like maybe a loss. But now I can micro super good. This is why we need to build more, this is only Gauss cannons. This is some old technology Corsairs here. Yeah, they turn so fast. If I don't barrel roll out of it, I basically get shot down in one phase here. Well, we got one. It's not over yet. It's not going great. They're both nearly damaged. I think the problem was that we almost killed all 3 of them, like 90% to each one. If we'd finished them off, we probably wouldn't have lost anything, but we kept missing like one shot. So just bad barrel rolls where I just missed one extra shot was enough to, you know, sort of snowball there. Okay. I'll take it. Now this should be... Wow! The calculation really does not like single Lotuses. Again, there should have been no way to take any damage on that mission. I'm positive that I could have shot down a torpedo corvette with one torpedo super safely. I guess we better manually do this one. But, like, there should be no real danger here. Okay, maybe not. I guess he shot down the Singularity torpedo. Maybe there is some danger here. We feel so slow. Where's my speed? I guess I don't flight with Lotuses very often these days. Well, okay, never mind. I don't know what I'm doing. Here I am thinking it's going to be easy. Nope. We're too slow to get behind him, so, not easy. Alright, cool. You know, Furies can handle it, though. Alright, here's that Dreadnought. Oh, boy. Well, we've kind of had a bit of a bad luck, start on our, current air game for tonight. Well, I say bad luck. We're just having a bad go of it. So the Dreadnought is similar to the Terror Dreadnought from Phase... Was it Phase 2 that had Terror Dreadnoughts? Singular long-range rapid fire. We've seen that before. But there's some new twists. So it's got anti-missile, or it's got some sort of missile that we're shooting down with the anti-missiles. And it's got a very high-speed rapid fire, which basically works kind of like how the sonic cannons work. You're just always taking damage. Not ideal. Oh, I have my torpedoes on. Oops. Now, there's also these other things flying towards us. Alright, good. You might want to, let's just say, not run into those. They look a bit like, they might be similar, might be related to those mini-mines, right? Phase 3 Terror was Dreadnoughts? Alright. Battleship for Phase 2, Dreadnoughts for Phase 3, I guess that makes sense. Well, we need to fire some torpedoes at it. See if they hit. We might want to get some distance to get another lock on. It looks like the two torpedoes still did quite a lot of damage. These Dreadnoughts are definitely not as strong as what am I trying to say? They're not as strong as the old motherships were. Got to keep an eye on our particle anti-missiles though, because eventually you'll run out of those if you take too long. Looks like doing that turn took quite a lot of damage. Alright, torpedoes away. And then we're going to try to get out of here. And we'll say thanks, that was great. So that was our first encounter with a Dreadnought. They're, I think if we had 3 Cyclones, we could take them out. Something about that rapid-fire laser. It's pretty hard to dodge. But we should be able to finish him off with, like, 1 more torpedo, maybe 2 more torpedoes. I'm thinking a Lotus could probably handle it with the anti-missile system. Maybe. Let's go with, well, we got Lotuses right here. Beautiful. Battle Cruiser Archelon. Ha! Well, this is my first time with an Archelon. He has anti-missile tech. Now, I do remember that the thing about Archelons are very slow turning. But they're supposed to accelerate really quick. I get the feeling we're never going to get behind them, though. Yeah, so... I'm not really sure if there's much we can do with an Archelon. Against a battlecruiser, anyway. So, you know... I'm so glad I built the most expensive ship we can find. Let's do a bombing run, I guess. Get to max distance here. And, I guess we'll see what happens. This thing doesn't seem very good, I gotta say. Just at first glance. A frontal assault. Yeah. Yeah. Nope. There's nothing I can do to dodge that. So, Archelon versus Battlecruiser. Bad. Basically useless. That's too bad. Because he's going to shoot down the fusion torpedoes and we can't get behind him to do a proper attack. Alright. You know, I tried. Today is just not my day for air game. I don't know what's going on. I can't seem to win any of these things. Alright, let's see how Lotuses do. Amazing 10 out of 10 plane, yeah. I know, I didn't expect much, but I had to build one for science. So at least Lotuses should be okay against Dreadnoughts, I think. Yeah. I would say Lotuses will be a good matchup. Because it doesn't have any gigantic one-shot beam like the battle carrier or the battleship. So Dreadnoughts might be not as hard to shoot down as battleships. As long as you've got an anti-missile system. Okay, next. Well, we know how to deal with battle carriers at least. Get behind them. Shoot them down. You could just fire those torpedoes and then deal with the interceptors. I wonder if that'll even work. Oh, we're gonna waste... See, I was thinking we were... Whatever, it's fine. It didn't even hit him once? Does he have anti-missile system? Oh, come on. Even these guys have anti-missiles nowadays? I can't win at the air game anymore. I forgot how to do it. Alright. Poor Blue. Can't handle tier 4 air combat. Alright, one will hit. That's not enough. We need 2 to hit. But the particle pulse finished it off. Okay, good. Yesterday broke me. Yeah, now I don't know how to play this game anymore. That last terror mission was too much. Oh. As soon as I get there, they drop. I'm not doing a battle carrier right now. I know I should probably do more missions in general, but I'm trying to focus on new stuff. I guess the reason I think battle carriers are easy, or battle cruisers, is because I'm used to using Furies that fire 6 torpedoes at once. And yeah, that's more than enough to kill anything. even if they shoot one down, 5 singularity torpedoes is just so much damage. So that will probably be the best way to kill the Terror Dreadnought too. The Fury Brigade is still, like, the best. Just for damage output. And, yeah, we're not doing that right now. So, the good news is, after a little bit of reloading, we have a new Dreadnought that should have an operator that should get us some more tech. And, next time we'll need to get our, well, one of the next times we'll need to get that, terror ship, like a mothership with the right operators as well. And we'll do another Dreadnought with a civilian operator, but this is good. This is progress in the right direction. There is also the extreme cargo ship, which we'll try to get at some point. Anyway, I'm going to have to end the episode here, but I will queue up maybe C Team to go do a Sizen mission that's not super scary. A Team and B Team just did one not too long ago, and this is a little bit easier, so, you know, it seems kind of C Teamy. B Team and C Team are at basically full strength, so they're fine. Anyway, so I'll gear them up, and next episode we will do a mission. So thanks for watching, future tubers. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and have a great day.